the tail end of 2004 is when I left the service. And so I spent about the last year of my service really studying sales. Went to a few seminars and heard make all you want, earn your own paycheck, and get compensated for the effort you put in. And so what I did is I spent, like I said, about a year studying every aspect of sales, going to seminars, reading books, listening to tapes, and learning how to be a salesperson. I threw my hat in insurance and security sales and found out that in this market here, unless you have a degree with some letters behind your name, not a lot of people want to trust you with their money and their basic life plan. And I can attest to that and understand. It doesn't matter how much you know if you don't have some credentials. Sometimes you're not going to get that trust. So I kept on looking, and I found that I fit very well in the construction industry. I found a roofing company here in Northern Virginia that did exterior construction, came on board and spent about 5 years selling with them, meeting customers, kitchen table presentations, honing my skills as a salesperson. From there, I left and took a management position at a company in Atlanta, running some nationwide stuff. They'd send out guys out to do storm restoration in an area that got hit by hail or wind or tornadoes or something. After a year of learning the management aspect, I moved back to the Northern Virginia area. I took on another sales position, and it was about a year after that that I kind of realized that I didn't belong working for anybody anymore. That was the big key. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't understand how I was the one that was going to be taking orders and not being in charge of the final decision for my customers, because too many times I'd seen that the company was cutting corners and trying to worry about their bottom line instead of taking care of the reason that a business is in business, which is for the customers. And so January 1 of 2011, I took a $5,000 investment. I took my tools, my skills, my training, and started Orion Home Improvements as a one-man band. And I've since grown to be a multi-million-dollar company. I've got several employees, and we service customers at a very high level. I went out, got licensed, got the insurance, got a little bit of advertising going, and then I started knocking on doors until I got the first person to say yes with my great sales skills. And that $20,000 project with a $9,000 margin gave me the capital to go ahead and continue growing the business. I immediately started as an LLC, and to kind of backtrack a little bit, although I started full-time in the company in 2011, I started my LLC, got my licensing, and got some insurance policies in 2007 as a Plan B. I'm a multi-plan kind of person, so I actually spent 4 years with this sitting on the side, project here and there for a friend or a family member, nothing really profitable, so to speak, but it was a direction that my mind was going in well before I actually took the step to move forward. An LLC for me was a big deal. Partnerships, if you're going to partner with somebody, you need to make sure that you're counterbalancing your own strengths and weaknesses. I had to understand and learn how to source new talent, interview and hire on a CEO level kind of thing. Even if it's a mechanic that's in my shop, they go through 4 interviews. Because I've had too many times where I've hired the wrong person off of some voodoo interview techniques. Tell me about yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Great, you're awesome. How much do you want? You're hired. 6 months later, I'm starting the process again. Most frustrating thing in the world when you've got to let someone go because they're not meeting, up to stuff. They may be great people. They may have a heart of gold, but if they don't have the skills and the kind of mindset to jive with what you have as your, business model, then it's not going to work out. And so the first thing that I would say is really learn how to interview and hire and source talent at a CEO level kind of, mentality. And that's going to be from the lowest level person in your company up to the person that's going to take over and manage your office one day. The thing about remodeling is that it is going to spend more money in our economy than new home building this year, and probably for the foreseeable future. Remodeling for me is attractive and it is very exciting in the next coming years because with the housing crash that's happened and the credit crunch, and people have been holding on to their money. They've been putting off upgrading their house and moving to another place. They've been putting off large projects, and so there's a pent-up demand for improvements in the market, whether it's here in our area or anywhere across the country. So you can go back to your hometown and you can go ahead and start doing this stuff, and there's money to be made in there. With the economy kind of having a bit of a bounce back, people feeling a little bit better about having some cash in their pockets, spending money on these improvements, the things that they want and that their homes need, is really going to start kicking off. So it's a fantastic time and a fantastic opportunity to become a millionaire selling home improvements and remodeling together. So I went and took some classes, some prep classes for our licensing test, about 3-4 days, 8 hours apiece, and really absorbed everything I could From those, went and took the test and got a license that was commensurate with my level. There's, in Virginia, 3 levels of contractor's license. You have a C, B, and an A. And really what it comes down to is how much work you can do. A B-class license allows you to do up to $790,000 worth of work. If you're going to do over $790,000 worth of work, you need an A-class license to be able to do that. And that test, it not only asks you questions about construction, about codes, about regulation, it also has stuff about business. So you got to understand a little bit how your business runs and how you're going to, operate your business on a structural point. And then from there, then you get your different classifications. My mindset has always been that the better I build my foundation, the taller I can build my building. And that goes in regular construction as well as business construction. I had more certifications, more insurance protection, more anything than I could possibly need as a one-man band. But what that allowed me to do is once I decided to actually put in some heavy growth, hire people and make much more investments, once my name and reputation started taking hold, it allowed me to have very quick growth and allowed me to have the stability in place so that my growth didn't topple over out of nowhere. Now, as a contractor and how to get customers, if I only focused on people that had disposable income and that was the only thing, and I didn't focus on the needs of the community, then I probably wouldn't get too far. So one of the things that we did is we went ahead and put in financing for our customers, and we're able to take credit cards and financing. If a project costs $10,000, but we can make that $180 a month for 5 years, and it's something that you need as a homeowner, but you can't afford that $10,000 hit right then and there, being able to spread that out. So positioning yourself as a business that can help a customer, no matter what their current situation is, will give you one step up on the ability to succeed as a business owner and in your market. So again, I have met with contractors all across the country, from Washington State to Florida. It doesn't matter the market, it doesn't matter the environment, it matters what's in here in that contractor's mind. If they believe they're going to succeed, if you believe you're going to succeed, you will. You'll find a way, and you'll find a way to bring a product to market and find customers that are able to pay your price for your services and receive your quality and allow you to live the life that you desire. That's really what it comes down to. If you don't think that there's money in the area, you're not going to find money in the area. There's plenty of contractors in this area that go broke thinking, oh, the economy's terrible. There's no money in it. I can't find someone to pay my prices for the work that I need to do, so I'm going to hang up my hat and watch a rerun of Seinfeld or something. Some advice from a builder is find what you're good at and stick to it. Do it well. I can go in, I can remodel a bathroom. I can go in, I can do an addition. We can change the structural look of a house. But what we are great at is roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. And I can take a $40,000 roof project, I can turn around in 2 days and put $17,000 of profit in 2 days in the company coffers. There's not a whole lot of other industries in this area where you can take that kind of quick turnaround and put that cash back in your bank. So for me, roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, those are our core 4. That's what we choose to focus on. Once this is stable and set and I want to develop my own acumen in the solar and some other areas, I may choose to do that. But for me, it's focusing on what we're good at, what we know we can deliver well, and what we know we can deliver profitably. Networking really is a fantastic way to expand your sphere of influence. And it doesn't mean that you have to be professional networking out there every single day. But when you go to your supply house, talk to people that are there. Have a smile on your face, shake hands, get to know what people do, and be genuinely interested in what they do. Because for me, and my philosophy is when a customer calls our company, I want to ensure that we're offering them a solution. Whether or not we get paid for it, or whether or not it's us doing the work, we have given them a solution. And so people are creatures of habits. If they find something easy, then they'll give us a call back. I've got a lady that's called us 7, 8 different times. We've referred her to HVAC contractors, to interior contractors, to flooring guys. And she keeps calling us back saying, hey, do you do this? No. But you know what? She finally called back and she asked me a question. Hey, do you do this? And I was able to say yes. We were able to get the job, and we probably would not have had those repeat phone calls if I hadn't developed those networking relationships and was able to solve her problem by giving her someone that I knew I could trust.